Hey, friends, so there is a tsunami coming your way. And if you're running a business that is meat, potatoes, making stuff, making real impact, having employees, and you're currently doing business one to one, the tides have changed. And guess what? We can do business now one to many with a few simple systems in place. And today I'm going to talk about why marketing is no longer taking a seat at the little kid table. We've moved up, folks, to the big table at Thanksgiving. Marketing is going to change how your business is operating today and will help you differentiate yourself from the noise, the competition, the disruptions that are happening around us. Hey, friends, if we haven't met, my name is Andy Smith, and I've taken multiple businesses from starting up phase, bootstrapping phase, to exit phase, had one over 8 figures, exited a couple others, running a portfolio of businesses in my own, and also teaming up with business owners to help them navigate these waters that are upon us because the world is changing fast. Okay, so let's get back into it. So today I want to talk about how in the old days, when I started my first business back in 2007, we hired family. We would hire a niece or a nephew to be our marketing department. They were the ones who made that little one pager, who maybe put some graphics on a website for us, who maybe took a picture and let us use it for a certain page on the site, right? Things have changed. The world is changing. AI has come in and completely disrupted it, and it will not change one-to-one relationship. In fact, I think artificial intelligence is going to make this world so noisy that one-on-one relationships, authentic friendships will prevail and be the unlock to the future. But we now have an opportunity. It's not a challenge. It's not a bad thing. It's not even not a good thing. It's an opportunity for us to take our businesses where we've been running on relationship, foundational, one-on-one marketing, and now go one to many. Okay, so let's dive right in. So this is a digital age. We're right in the middle of it. Look out over in Silicon Valley. All of the 21-year-olds, they ain't wanting to come work for you. They ain't wanting to do welding. They ain't wanting to do pipe fitting. They ain't wanting to go out in the field and be a service technician. They ain't wanting to do none of that. They found out that they can hack the system by making newsletters, copyright, what else is there? YouTube, podcast, and they winning, folks. They winning big, and they're living down in Miami, living on the water, raking in millions. Half of them ain't ever done nothing like you've done. They're not built businesses like you've done. They've not got their hands dirty like you've done. They're not masters at their trade like you are, and they're making it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to team up and do this together through an opportunity. And you don't have to use me when I say team up. I'm just saying, let's shine the flashlight together on this opportunity that exists for you and your business to take it from where it is today to as big as you could dream. And growing that business is scary. Look, when I grew my first business, started in 07, we bootstrapped that sucker. And then 2010, 11 timeframe, we got to $10 million in revenue, making real products, shipping real products out, dealing with all the crap you got to deal with on a daily basis. It was scary times. Like, yeah, we're making revenue. Yeah, we're seeing some bottom line profit. Yeah, we've got 70 people working. This is hard. This is scary. This is every day was a roller coaster ride, and it was stress. I remember in December breaking out with hives every year because that was the most stressful time of the year for us. And it is hard, but that's the way that we can unlock our success for our family, for our kids, for our spouses, for our loved ones, for our communities, is through marketing. That's going to be the new thing. That's going to be, you remember at Thanksgiving, right? You used to have kids table. I remember as a kid, we had a lot of family, a lot of cousins, a lot of aunts and uncles, however you say it. And we had to sit at the kid table. I remember getting to move up to the big people table, and that's a baller move. And it's just a whole new world of embracing. Marketing is now moving up to the big people's table. And we have a chance as business owners making real product for real people, for real impact, to move up to the big table. Use those levers, use those tools, use those systems to change our game. So let's talk about digital age. Digital age is upon us. And so digital age is the opportunity for us to use tools, techniques, and systems to go from one-to-one to one to many. So what does that mean? Okay, so right now, one-on-one relationships is me sending out an email to someone and saying, hey, Frank, would you please buy my product? Hey, Frank, does my product solve your needs? Are you interested in my product? Okay, or phone call, right? Digital age means now we have the opportunity at scale to get our story, our brand, our solution out into the world to our ideal avatar. So where do we start? We have to get really, really clear on our customer. We've got to know our customer. In our business, I call our customer, for this particular business, I call our customer Lance. And I know everything about Lance. I know where Lance lives. I know how old Lance is. I know what Lance likes. I know what drives and inspires and aspires Lance. I know what problems Lance has. I know what obstacles he has. I know what things challenge Lance. I know what motivates Lance. And I wrote all these things down, right? And it took a lot of time, but I wrote all these things down. And that got me really clear on who is Lance, my ideal customer, my ICP, my avatar, my folk who's going to bring me revenue, right? I had to get really clear on that. Once you get really clear on who, then we start talking to who. We learn, hey, Lance, customer, where are you hanging out? Because quite frankly, the buyers today are changing. They like to use these fancy little gizmos, these technology things. The buyer's changing, and we want to be where that buyer is. We want to hang out where they are. I can tell you with certainty, they are hanging out somewhere electronically. Maybe that's LinkedIn. Maybe that's Facebook. Maybe that's Twitter. Maybe they're watching YouTube. YouTube is the second biggest search engine behind Google. When AI comes and Google gets changed, we want to make sure we're ready for that, because right now, companies that are successful with AdWords, there's going to be a big shift in dynamics coming up, and we want to be ready for that. We want to be the ones leading the path while the others are complacent and watching and maybe uncertain or unclear what is even happening around them, right? Okay, so once we get clear on our avatar and we talk to them, we put systems in to make sure we're talking to them more, not one-to-one, but one-to-many. We then put in systems to nourish them. We get our customers interested in who we are. They want to hear our story. They want to know about what drives us. What are our aspirations? They want to know all about us. People buy from people. We just want to go from one-to-one to one-to-many. We put in systems to nurture that customer. And then we want to be in business. We're not here as a hobby. We want to convert that customer. And then we want to deliver the best dang product we can deliver to that customer, because then they win, we win, our families win, our spouses win, our communities win, our employees win, the employees' families win, and we're making impact on people, which I know is why you got into this business. You got into this business because it is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and you wanted to make a bigger impact. You wanted to do something different than you had ever seen before or been exposed to before. I know that's what I wanted to do. I'm quite sure that's what you wanted to do. And so now's the time to do it, right? So here we go. Big buyer shift, right? Buyers are buying differently today than they did in the future or did in the past. The future buyers are buying differently than the ones in the past. Rigmarole. That was a washing machine of words. Our future buyers are buying differently than the ones in the past did. The ones in the past might have looked at two quotes. The ones in the past might have done business because we knew who they were. The future buyer is quite frankly going to be somebody who's very in tune to using these devices. They're going to be tech savvy. They're going to be technology dependent. What they're not going to want to do is talk to you on the phone. If you can go find somebody who's under the age of 30 who wants to talk to you on the phone, burn them up, because that's a good one. You found somebody who wants to talk. And that will then allow you to do business with that. But you can't do business one-to-many if you're not able to talk on the phone. They want to text. They want to be savvy on the technology. And technology, quite frankly, all it does is allow us to go faster. We can move faster. We can get technology tools, systems in place in our businesses to allow us to move faster, to grow bigger, to make bigger impact, right? So how do we stay updated on this? Well, it's changing fast. And I have found that marketers have to be students of the game. We've got to be studying the game every single day, because there's an opportunity now. Content is at scale. Creators are at scale. Those two are the real marketers of today. Marketing is no longer our cousin, our niece, our nephew, our family member. Marketing is the flashlight to our business. It has moved up in how we thought about it in the old days, or at least how I thought about it in the old days. It has moved up to a side seat next to the leaders, the founders, to help them grow and amplify their story, grow and amplify their why, grow and amplify their passions and why they do what they do. So the future of marketing is upon us. We have the opportunity in our businesses to significantly disrupt, change, and modernize how customers see us, how they want to see us, how we show up. If Ocean Spray drink can have a dude skateboarding down the street and blow up sales on one post, that tells you the story, because distribution, which is who knows you, amplification, who knows you, attention, who knows you, is going to be what changes the game in the future. And friends, now is an opportunity where some of our industry is sitting on its laurels, sitting on its heels, diving into their business, so focused on what's going on in the busyness of today that they're not seeing the transition in the marketplace that's happening right now. All we got to do is look right at our young tech friends and see what are they doing. And if we can take those tools, a little bit of their system, some of that mindset, switch it into our businesses, we're launching, we're growing, we're freaking changing lives, friends. And we can do it all while everyone else is complacent and comfortable. Now's the time. We can do this together. We can make it a revolution. Marketing has moved up into the front seat, just like that Good Will Hunting movie. Marketing was in the back. They were the little guy. They were little brother. Now they've moved up into the front. That, my friends, will be the business of the future in your industry, and how you will separate yourself from the competition, the noise, and disrupt and change the businesses that you work in, that you live in. All right, friends, Andy Smith. Love taking what we talk about and putting into practice in our portfolio of businesses. Love helping you figure this out together as well, because the world is changing fast, and together, collectively, we are better. All right, friends, win the day. We got this. We're going to make things happen.